Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, hippos and rhinos, it's the 8-Bit Show!
Nicely done. Nicely done. Good timing.
That was actually better timing than I thought I would have.
Yeah. Better than what Thor did in that movie, like, you know, the good Thor movie.
Yes. The Dark World. Right?
That was the best one.
That's everyone's favorite.
Yep. That's what I read on the internet, so it must be true. Yeah, hello.
We're here at the 8-Bit Show.
Yeah. Doing 8-bit things for your enjoyment. With me today are my lovely co-hosts, Two Littles 505.
That's me.
And Coffee and Corn Dogs.
Yep. Present.
We're here today to talk to you about all the newsy things. Video game news. And other nerd culture stuff. Books, TV shows. Yeah. What else? We got other things. We talk about other things. Life in general.
All weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
things have been going on. You know.
Movies, TV, books. Those are just repeated the three things you said, but that exactly.
Hey, it's accurate though.
But talk about those industries as well.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, that's it. What else is there to say, really?
Mm-hmm. How have you guys been?
Oh, can't complain.
Good. Yeah, we went to a little birthday shindig yesterday. Some good food. Some good hanging out.
That was good food, yeah.
Yeah. And Two Littles and I did a little baby shower.
We did do a baby shower.
You got to talk about the block. Christian.
Which one? Oh, the blocks?
The one you found and the one you made.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, finding that one was the turning point into me being like, okay, well, I need to make a block now. Yeah, they had the whole, like, painting or coloring up, like, the wooden blocks for kids. The goal was to pick a letter and, you know, do things with that letter.
Yeah.
So I picked two
Educational
letters,
things.
giving it like two sides.
Yeah.
I chose the letter A, but this all came after seeing a block that just had like was not following the rules, but it just said "Eat the rich" across like three sides of the brick, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm in the right place. So I proceeded to draw like the Antifa flag and the three arrows and an A and a guillotine with the French flag next to it. And of course the red star.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a simple star. Doesn't mean anything.
Right? It is what it is. Leave me alone.
No more questions.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was a good time. Longtime friends. It's always fun to see how like nervous they all get. And...
Yeah. So yeah, that was fun. What else we got going on?
News.
We do have news. You're right. Should we jump into that?
Yeah.
Anything else anyone wanna talk about? Not game related. It's happenings. Life happenings. No? Okay. Moving on. All right. First bit of news. You want to go first?
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'll start. Start here with 2K. So
2K?
yes,
Like Y2K? Are we doomed again?
close.
Is Y2K coming back around?
We could be doomed very soon.
Oh.
It's true.
Wow.
Yeah.
Doom.
Are the computers going to come alive and take over?
Definitely. That's my hope.
Not if John
Wow.
Connor shows up to stop him.
That's the only thing that can save us now.
Ah,
No. 2K Interactive, or sorry, not 2K Interactive. Take Two Interactive. So, along with 2K Games, have reportedly shuffled BioShock 4. Their management, because the game isn't going very well. And the big worry here comes from some internal reports that some of the wording of what they have said has been not so great, and could be hinting at possible layoffs coming down the line.
oh, surprise.
Yeah. So
More layoffs.
2K said it's fully committed to ensuring we deliver a BioShock game that exceeds the lofty expectations of our fans. To be fair, I'm pretty sure 1 and 2 were pretty well received, but the third one did fall flat.
It's an okay game, but it doesn't feel as BioShock.
Yeah.
Like it's not a bad game, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I think 3 was fine, but it definitely lacked a lot of like the tone and everything that 1 and 2 had.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I get that they want to make sure that everything's good, but it sounds like okay, so let's see. They removed studio head Kelly Gilmore, and then reassigned creative director Hogarth Delaplante to a publishing role. So things are already a little shifty. Cloud Chambers staff were reportedly told the studio must become more efficient. So we'll see. That sounds like a threat, honestly. You know?
Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate. Lots of games these days are struggling with, different forms of development help, but it all seems to boil down to one thing, which is like management and upper management and publishers getting in the way.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know. This doesn't...
Outwardly, this doesn't seem like that, but I mean, obviously some decisions happening that's not working.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly right. Yeah. And it's hard to tell, too, because it's like, all right, well, I mean, 2K's not happy with the game. So what are they... What like... How much are they just not happy and wrong about it, and trying to just push what their idea of what it should be is?
And how right are they about the whole thing?
Yeah, and is it are they just being idiots and not letting their developers cook? I don't know. It's that's one of those things where it's really hard to tell, right? Where it's like,
well, yeah,
we
I mean, you see it a lot. You can feel it in games sometimes, where like you can feel like there was like a good basis and ground for like a really fun game, but then they added a bunch of like details that are like half-cocked and just seem to kind of fit with what's popular now.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Totally.
It's hard to get like original games. That's why I'm kind of looking forward to like Pragmata and these like new IP games.
Well, but sometimes even those are like, oh, this is just.
Well, those are always a risk, regardless. But
well, not a risk. I mean, sometimes like these companies, it just feels like some other company's game. We'll get into that a little bit later, actually.
Okay, that's fair. It does sound reminiscent of some other things.
Yeah.
I know Coffee had a news thing.
Yeah.
This week.
Nothing. I mean, nothing too crazy. Not really much of a. I mean, not really much in the article either. It's just.
No, but I got some to add to it. If you want to start yours.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's just good old games. Decided to have a little got a little protest game giveaway going on right now for all the Gooner games get removed from well, I guess it was in response to the itch.io removals and stuff, but with all the payment processor stuff, I'm sure we'll talk more about all those things.
Yeah.
But in protest to that, they've got a giveaway going on. You get a bunch of jerk-off games and Postal 2.
So a bunch of jerk-off games.
Yeah, register.
I know Postal 2 is my biggest one.
I think 13 games in total.
Oh,
they're all considered controversial.
Very limited time. You have like today.
Yeah, it's today. Yeah, put them up for 48 hours. I don't know if they plan on having like a rotation for this or something. They're going to keep putting up like. I think they're going to try and keep putting up like games that are getting removed from other storefronts.
Yeah.
Well, that's
give away what they can.
Yeah, that's where my like little side bit kind of fits in. Itch.io has also.
Wait. Before you get into that, I just wanted to mention it's freedomtobuy.games is where you can go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good addition. Itch.io has responded that they are going to be relisting some of the free games that were removed. I think it was just they were removed so they could figure out how to separate it from the payment processors so that there's no issues. Any that were actually paid that do have to go through there are currently removed. But they are trying to bring back at least some of those that they can.
Okay.
And if you're a developer on that front, maybe make your game free so that people can play it. It kind of sucks that you won't get the funds, but maybe you could do a donations thing on the side or something.
Yeah.
That'll give support.
Now, I don't know. I don't know what all of these like payment processor and company agreements are. Well, should I back up? So this actually all seems to have come about from what I can gather. What's the campaign name? They mentioned it up here. Collective Shout, right?
Yeah, that's like a group.
Yeah.
It's like an Aussie-centered group.
Yeah.
On protecting the children. I hope my air quotes came through. Properly.
Well, yeah, and from what I can understand is that their concern is that they having games that are adult oriented next to not adult oriented games was like the real issue, right? Am I understanding that correct? I didn't like dive into
Yeah, that
it,
was
but-
what they're trying to go on. Except for, of course, it ignores the fact that there's always been like parental controls on that,
Yeah.
and you can remove those from your storefront and AKA your child's storefront.
Yeah.
So there really isn't an issue there, but that is what they like ran on,
Gotcha.
along with they approached like the card companies,
Hmm.
MasterCard and Visa.
Yeah, and the other side of what they're saying too is that and I think this is where all the illegal quote unquote stuff comes into play is they were talking about not wanting, like, straight up not having any games that feature illegal actions such as rape and incest or child abuse to not be on Steam. Like, just straight up.
Yeah, I mean that's again just their foot in the door of trying to get these people to these payment processors to listen to it.
Yeah.
If you look into Collective Shout, I would not support them in any of the slightest. They are not great.
I mean, I haven't looked at it, so I don't know, but
They're a like super conservative group from Russia or from Australia.
yeah. Well, that's how a lot of Australia is like that. So.
Well, I specify all of them are conservative, but they're like super conservative.
But I mean, I understand some of the statements that they have released on there, like having these games that have this sort of depiction that it could be like, I'm not saying that this is correct, but I understand that it could be triggering for some people, regardless of whether they're playing the game or not, right? And it sounds like that's their concern, and I don't know. It's this weird line, I think. But because of what they've done and the way that they've
controls. My problem is that there's a lot of controls already to protect yourself from any of that.
Yeah.
Like Steam alone, you can turn it to where you don't get like M-rated games.
I mean, but let's face it. There's a lot of I'm not saying that this is the developer's fault or Steam's fault, but truth be told, there's a lot of parents that they don't know that those things exist. They don't have the time to go digging through.
That sound like bad parents then.
Well, I don't
nor
want.
should that be my fault or anyone's fault who wants to purchase those things.
No, I understand that, but there's some parents that there's different systems for every different thing, and you have to take the time for each one. And some parents are just struggling just to be able to have enough time to hang out with their kids because they work 2 jobs and go to school and trying to do things that it's one of those things where I don't know if you can really put the fault at anybody's foot. Like, this is just the shittiness of society, right? Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, I'm not to shit talk like every parent and stuff like that, and I understand that taking kids are hard, but it shouldn't also be my responsibility to help raise your kids.
No, I'm not saying that. But I mean, it's hard to just say, oh well, it's the parents' fault. They're the ones that need to look out for this all the time, and it's like, yeah, but you're putting a lot of pressure onto parents that already have a lot of pressure on them, right?
And my problem is they always spout like those like serious ones, but the result we see is not just those serious ones being taken off. Because you see them going after like other games.
Yeah, exactly,
like,
right.
These same people went after like GTA, and they even went after like Mind's Eye, which wasn't a well-received game, but they wanted to see it removed because it had like gay characters in it. Like, this is more than just wanting to protect the children, is my point. These people might be using that guise, but that's...
Well, they think that they're protecting children by doing that, you know? Like, yeah, it's all confuddled.
Well, I mean...
It's
people,
not actually,
like
you say.
Your normal average person who thinks, yes, I do want to, like, make sure that kids are safe online, get pulled into those sorts of things, when that's not the ultimate goal for some of these people.
Yeah, no. Oh yeah, definitely. So yeah, so that started off. We talked last week a little bit about the payment processors taking down or being the reason that Steam took down, delisted some of their games. That obviously went to itch.io, which we just talked about. But there's also VTubers that have been basically trying to get the word out about what you can do to maybe make the change that happened earlier this week. There's a big campaign for it. Go ahead.
I thought it was kind of funny because since then we've gotten some like responses and updates from last week when we talked about it.
Yeah.
And we got like MasterCard came out with a statement, which was unusual for them. In which they tried to like throw blame and say, "Oh, it wasn't us." Their response was, MasterCard has not evaluated any game or required restrictions of any activity on game creator sites or platforms, contrary to media reports and allegations. Our payment processors follow the standards based on the rule of law. Put simply, we allow all lawful purchases on our network. At the same time, we require merchants to have appropriate controls and ensure MasterCard cannot be used for unlawful purchases, including illegal adult content.
Yeah, and so what it seems like is that or personally, I don't know if this is what happened, but this is what it seems like happened to me. That organization reached out to those companies, and at least some people in that organization were telling these payment processors that these games feature illegal content and they're not treated in the right way, and you know, all this other stuff, right? Because what MasterCard is saying and what Steam, right? Steam was the one that replied to that response.
Yeah, I was about to.
Yeah, what they're both saying doesn't jive. But go ahead with that quote there.
Yeah, so it was very shortly after MasterCard, or at least that previous statement, that Valve came out and said MasterCard did not communicate with Valve directly, despite our request to do so. MasterCard communicated with payment processors and their acquiring banks. Payment processors communicated this with Valve, and we replied by outlining Steam's policy since 2018 of the attempt to distribute games that are games legal for distribution. Payment processors rejected Steam's policy, specifically citing MasterCard's Rule 5.12.7 and risk of the MasterCard brand. That rule...
The one rule to rule them all
is a merchant must not submit to its acquirer, and a customer must not submit to the interchange system any transaction that is illegal or is the sole discretion of the corporation, may damage the goodwill of the corporation or reflect negatively on the marks.
So basically, whatever they don't want.
If it's basically illegal, and if it could look bad on
Or illegal or arbitrarily whatever they want.
Yeah.
Because that bad to the brand is very obtuse.
Yeah, and I mean,
there's nothing. There's nothing. I mean, obviously, selling. Yeah, we're not going to do payment processing for things that are illegal.
And that's what
that makes perfect sense.
Steam pointed out their policy that we don't allow games that are illegal on here.
Yeah, exactly. Which is, I mean, and here's the thing, right? Like, there's plenty of adult content, adult websites, that are gonna have the same content as in what's in these games, and they don't seem to be affected at this point. Which, again,
another thing for me is that this is in a guise of making it safer, but really, when you take like things like this off of your commercial and like vetted, trusted, and secured storefronts, all you're doing is making them be only available at the black market ones.
Yeah, right?
They're not going anywhere.
They're not going anywhere.
You're never going to stop them.
Mm-hmm.
But all you're doing is shoving them to the shadows so they can be even more dangerous to anyone using it than previously before.
Yeah. No, agreed. 100% agreed. It's not good. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. With the way that it, because I just don't understand how, like, I get it that, adult content has always had issues with payment processors. It's always been a thing. But just the way that, like, there are settings in place now, not settings, but they're like policies and whatnot in place where now adult content can be enjoyed by using, your Visa, MasterCard, or American Express. Why all of a sudden this changes for games doesn't seem to jive with the overall feeling of these companies. They're still taking money in other aspects of the adult industry. And with that being the case, I really think that it points down to this collective shout. That whatever they have said has to these payment processors has definitely changed their tune. Maybe not overall, but, and that's the thing, again, maybe they were lied to. So maybe this all comes down to that in the end. Right now, it's hard to know.
They've received a lot of backlash from this in general. A lot of people have been like, going and complaining to their whoever.
Yeah. Well,
reaching out and complaining, putting complaints on their websites.
Well, it's more than that. So what's really interesting is that what VTubers have been doing, or lewd tubers as they're called, they've been encouraging people to, call MasterCard, Visa, and whatnot, and, start demanding that they give the things back. But they've also said, hey, like, if you get that automated thing where it's like, oh, give a call back, we'll give you a call back if you don't want to wait on the line. That the downside of that is that you're a lower call priority at that time, once you select that option. So what you should do is take that option and then immediately call back so that you are in the higher queue. Some people have been reporting that they've been calling in and getting like hold times of like 2 or 3 hours. So maybe this is working. But that's kind of the point of like, hey, if we don't do it this way, because if you email in, like, an email can be deleted, right? But if we do it this way, it hurts their customers. It hurts their customers who are trying to get something done important, and that could cost the business money. So So that's why they're asking for it to be done that way. But to still try to remain very cordial, very, very professional, because these are end workers. Some of them might not even know exactly what's going on.
Well, yeah, when you're
Yeah.
talking about the low-level people, they're not the ones making these decisions.
Yeah, no.
They just work for someone,
Yeah.
like we all do.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely no need to like be calling into the place and yelling your brains out at the first person you speak to.
Oh yeah,
That's
exactly.
not going to get anywhere. That also doesn't help a movement at all.
Yeah, no.
You just kind of discredit everyone else's work.
Right.
I mean, you saw the same thing with like the Stop Killing Games. Like they had posted a video recently about like a new way to try and get in to the system and stuff.
Oh really? How so? I didn't see that.
It's something to do with something that's currently some law that's being currently debated in the UK,
The UK.
or EU. I can't remember. Like digital protection act or something like that.
Yeah.
And you can go leave like comments for them to see, and the more comments about like trying to get game, like the law that they're going over doesn't really specifically attach itself to video games in any way, but it does deal with like the same consumer rights stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like leave a comment to try and get video games like included in on this. As a form of protection. Go listen to Accursed Farms.
Yeah.
I think it's his newest video. I don't have a link for it. It's just something that came up I just thought about. It's not.
Yeah.
Didn't originally have it in mind.
Noted. Yeah, and along with that, so
But he says, be polite if you do leave comments and stuff, because the ruder you are, the worse they're just gonna not want to listen.
Yeah.
And they have all the right not to have to listen to any of those comments.
Yeah. It's weird that
So
this
be
is
nice.
like this emphasis is like really being drilled down more now. Is this just because of Gen Z and their
aggressiveness?
and their Gen Z look?
Gen Z aggressiveness.
Well, not aggressiveness. It just feels like
Gen Z activism?
not activism. It's their indifference.
Chic?
And so like they just, you've heard of the Gen Z look, right?
Yeah.
Heard of it? I was doing it. I've been doing it for years.
Yeah, that look of like incredulous, like, yeah, I know the look.
Well,
Been received, have given, yeah, well aware. I think it's a new thing, but it's really not.
No, it's really not. But, well, I mean, I don't know. It's like, it's definitely more prevalent these days, for sure. I think.
I think it's because they all got that look as kids from their parents.
That's totally fair. Anywho, so yeah, along with some UK dealings, we got Microsoft putting out a statement about age verification in the UK. And I don't know if this is, doesn't sound like it's the same sort of thing, but it's the UK Online Safety Act that they're talking about here.
That's the same one that's been going around for last week. which is an utterly ridiculous thing. Again, it's a thing that's like, oh, protect the children with this.
Yeah.
But they want you to like break all like internet safety guards that we've all been taught about, like not giving your ID and information out online.
Yeah. Yeah.
But just go ahead and scan that ID, send it to us.
Yeah.
The fuck.
And well, I mean, like you could do it securely. Like this is when you have to get like certifications and whatnot. Like this is common practice. The issue is that it's the government that now is going to have all of this information about the games that you're playing.
I mean, it's already bad enough that like it seems like every week you hear about some company's information being stolen, and now they just want us to they want them to like send in even more information. And not to conflate things, but they've been doing this sort of thing even here in the States for a while. What was it, like the Pornhub got stopped in like Utah and Florida or something like that?
Yeah, there's a few different
Utah
places.
for sure.
Yeah, Utah.
But like
Utah, Florida,
you have to
maybe
basically
Texas.
do the same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe Texas. Maybe it was. I can't remember the other state it was.
Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. This is, I mean, it's invasion of privacy, honestly. It's like, but here's the thing, like, yeah, this only
goes
applies
in the face of what we've been taught our whole internet lives.
Yeah. Now this age verification, it's only required for gamers in the UK on Xbox. And the way it'll work is that currently nobody's going to be locked out of any games, no functionality or anything like that. But I believe sometime next year, you won't be able to use any of the social media functions, any of the social functions of Xbox if you don't do this verification, except for with your direct friends, like anybody that you friended. Then you can play a game with them, sure. And I think this only applies to if your account is listed as 18 or over. Otherwise, I guess you're completely exempt from this, which seems, I don't understand any of it. Like, all of it doesn't make sense to me. It's like, so you're trying to like keep bad people away from kids, but you know, if you are a kid, then you can just run rampant on there, which means you're just gonna have people not list themselves as adults if they really want to like do some shitty shit. So
well, yeah, and then like, you know, they use like the AI thing. Another way to like be able to pass is you can scan your face, and they'll do like an AI. The AI will check to see if it thinks you're old enough. Which seems kind of weird to me in general, but hey.
Is that actually how it works? Because usually when they're doing that face stuff, like on the cam, it's just to make sure that you're an actual person. Like you're not just holding up a picture. Like you're verifying who you actually are.
Well, I mean, yeah, you are supposed to like turn your head and stuff.
Yeah.
But it also guesses your like age, like. But there's already been like a number of issues with that. There was a guy who has like a bunch of face tattoos, and it just kept telling him to take off his mask.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oops.
It's just kind of, I don't know. Some of it's just so utterly silly.
Yeah.
And then people are using Death Stranding 2 and its photo mode to pass the checks.
Yeah, those checks they're
There's also
they're
a
not even
number
good.
of videos.
They're not good. Like
there's also a number of videos on YouTube with people just doing like the turning the head from left to right. Who are of age. Like I said, all you're doing is making it less safe by taking it away from like secure channels.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. They're making it more difficult, so people are going to move to less secure channels for sure. I don't know. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Because yeah, I mean, like even for like proctored tests and whatnot, it's always been an issue or a thing online where it's like, oh, you're going in for this test and it's proctored. Like, here's how you can get away with not having a real live camera on you. You know, there's ways you can do it easily. And how to find out how to do that online is easily found on Reddit. So I guess that's the new thing, right? Just ban Reddit. It'll solve all the problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll be the way we do it.
I'll just read everybody back to 4chan.
Yeah. Yeah, what else you got? I got a few more things.
I don't know. Let me see. I'm sure there's something.
There's
we did this one.
Mm-hmm.
We did this one.
We did do that one, yeah. I don't know what you're looking at.
I guess that since we were talking about Microsoft, we can continue on with Microsoft stuff.
Yeah.
Microsoft made $27.2 billion in 3 days.
In 3 days. Wow.
3 days. Yeah. And still decided to lay off 9,000 people. Just in case you're wondering why we get mad at these huge layoffs when companies are still like raking in billions of dollars.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got to do a little income earnings thing, and they were all super happy. Did a whole bunch of corpo speak, and got to pat themselves on the back after shuttering all these studios and closing off canceling games like Perfect Dark.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So that's fun. Thanks, Microsoft. Congratulations on the record numbers you're pulling in.
Well, and what's probably the most interesting about all this, I thought, is that this wasn't just for Microsoft as a whole, but there was very much the indication that the games department specifically was doing so well despite having less console sales. So well that they're actually the #1 publisher now on PlayStation 5. And with that, they still decided to do all of this quote unquote restructuring, all these layoffs that they did.
Yeah. And of course, when they did the layoffs, it's so hard to make games. We got to watch our sales figures. Oh, the numbers. And these are the numbers they're talking about. Record numbers going up. Their earnings going up by 16%. I guess that helps when you lay off. You can say, yeah, we increased our numbers by 60%. We laid off 9,000 of our staff. That's so much money we got back. I don't know. That's what irritates me about all these like huge layoffs, and then Microsoft themselves buying up these game studios and then being like, oh, we're bringing together this community.
Don't worry, Christian. They're committed to doing this further. That's what they said. They're committed to finding more IP, more companies that they could buy.
It's the Microsoft way.
Well,
from the beginning of Microsoft.
Here's the thing. This is why I still think there's
to gaming.
I still think that there's something else going on. I don't know what it has to do with. There's all these weird, shady deals that have been happening where these companies have pointed to profits and whatnot, and that's not been the primary reason that they've done it, only to find out that it has more to do with, some political stuff or weird policies that they want to enact or whatever it is. that whole line that we were fed, I don't think that's the full truth. Obviously it's not, because how can you say that you guys have to worry about the money when you guys just announced that you made so much fucking money? So,
I mean, it's just an excuse to do it. They made more money because they did that. It's not. I don't think there's any larger conspiracy to it than that. They just wanted more money.
More money.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's bottom line, but I'm not saying that there's a conspiracy or anything. I just don't think they're being fully honest with their reasoning behind it, because whatever their reasoning behind it is probably...
Oh, no, they did it. They did it for more money. They didn't do it because they were running out of money. Obviously, they lied about it.
Yeah, no, but I mean, just saying that they did it for more money, like, that's what every business does for every reason, right? Bottom line. So
yeah, we live under capitalism. Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing: like, why do they? If all of their whole division is making plenty of money and they have these games that are in development, again, why do you just shut down all of that? Not try to recoup anything at all?
They determined it would be more beneficial to just take the funds from the groups, because they, maybe, it does cost quite a lot to like hire that staff and stuff. So maybe
let me put it this way.
Determined
you guys
we'll
know,
close that.
You guys have heard of all the Colbert stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, that company said that straight off, it's because of money, and everyone was like, "Oh, of course, they just want to make more money. Like, they're not doing so well." And then it comes out that Stephen Colbert.
No, that one was political. That company had also just openly bribed the president so that he would approve a merger.
Yeah. But that's the thing, is that, like, like these are smaller companies. These aren't as big in the public companies. So,
but it still comes down to money, because they wanted approval of the merger. It's going to make them a lot of money. So
yeah, exactly.
Still come down to money.
But the decision was political, right? Because it's like, okay, well, this is how we make more money because we have to make.
The decision was financial. They just bribed a politician, but that's the depth of their like politics on it. They bribed the politician so they could make more money.
Yeah,
that $12 million they paid off in that lawsuit that they definitely could have and should have won.
Yeah,
but said they did out of court settlement. Openly gave the president $12 million just as they're about to do a merger that he has to approve,
and then fired their Trump's least favorite person on that network.
Yeah. But that's what I mean, is that, like,
it's not. I mean, I don't think that like executives there have any like political beliefs. It's just whatever's going to make them money. Yeah.
Yeah, but the reasoning that Colbert was let go is because of a political reason. Like, the overarching reason is because this company wants to make more money, but specifically, that's the reason why Colbert was let go.
Well, I mean, that was their pathway to making more money, was bribing a politician.
So
that was part of the bribe.
That's what
Colbert loses his job.
That's what I'm saying, is that it doesn't make sense that they're making so much money here, and you have all of these game developers who, they're praising that are doing good work or whatever, and then to fire them. Like, it's the same sort of situation where none of it adds up in a way where this is like, there's something else going on, and I don't know what it is. I'm not trying to say like it's even a huge big conspiracy or something, but there's something that they're not letting on to. Whether that has to do with a shift towards AI, I don't know. Maybe that's it, because Microsoft have been pushing
they're
that.
pretty open about that.
I think it was just they looked at the numbers and they were like, we can make more money this quarter, because it all comes down to like quarterly reports for everything. Like, like we can have more money on the books this quarter to show our shareholders if we shut these down. None of these are none of it's long term thinking. It's just
that
like
fits Microsoft's.
They're just like, how do we get money on the books for like this coming up end of quarter report?
Yeah.
And then they have to repeat that cycle.
Oh yeah, no, that's just business as usual.
So I mean, probably. I think it's just probably that. Like they just, like even though they made a shitload of money, they also made. I imagine a chunk of that shitload of money they were showing was because they laid a bunch of people off.
Yeah.
And they, like everybody else, overinvested during COVID in like video games. And that market's fallen out a bit.
But that's the thing. Like for them, it's not. They're doing better than ever, and they're going to buy more studios.
The market's still slowed down.
Oh yeah, no. Well, but not for them. They're up 18% over last year.
Yeah, because they're doing things like firing people all over the place, so they can put on their books that they made more money. They're up that percentage while the industry is going down because they're doing a bunch of layoffs and closing down studios.
That's true.
Yeah, and then they're going to buy more studios. Like, what's the point?
Well, no, I don't know.
I think they
overextended. But the point of when Microsoft does that is to kill competition.
Yeah.
I don't know if they need to do that so bad with some of these studios, though.
Well, that's always just been Microsoft's MO.
Yeah.
They buy a competitor and shut it down.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's like there's nobody that's competing with Microsoft on the scale of Microsoft.
Because they bought all the competitors and shut it down.
Yeah, exactly. So why do they have to continue to do that?
Apple was the only thing that kept them out of like antitrust laws coming into play.
Now they're just doing that with the games market in general. Like, they're buying studios so they can kill those studios so that they're the only ones making video games.
Yeah,
and then they control the video games.
I don't know. They don't clearly control video games. They're doing great, obviously on paper there, but there's just a lot of it that's it's just weird. And like even for Microsoft, it doesn't make sense to me. That's all that I'm saying is that there's something more. This is what it seems like to me. But yeah, I mean
they're a publicly traded company. You could just buy stock in them and go to the shareholder meetings and ask.
Well, but I mean that doesn't reveal everything. It never does.
I wouldn't.
No, because they are.
You'd be privy to a bit more information.
I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of with Microsoft or whatever. There's journalists that attend those things because.
Well, yeah, I mean it's all. I mean, a publicly traded company. It's all that info is public anyway. A lot of people just don't seek that information out.
Yeah. No.
But, I mean, yeah, you can look at the minutes of their shareholder meetings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of want that anyway, because they want more people investing in their company. Come buy our stonks.
Right. Buy them all. You want them. It'll make you money, but it'll make us more.
I mean, that's kind of the idea. Well, it makes them money for right now, and then you can get money because now you own part of the company.
And then they dump the stocks and run.
I mean, I don't think Microsoft's doing a pump and dump right now. That'd be that I don't think they're doing.
It's going to come out later that they joined in on the GameStop. We'll find out that Microsoft was one of like a huge. They did it like a bunch.
They're actually the main reason. They were behind it all. Sounds right. Oh, do I have to make you food? All right, fine. I'll go make you food. Along with all legal dealings and whatnot, we got Sony suing Tencent. You guys seen this craziness? It's a thing.
This is the like copyright one, right?
Yeah, so basically what Sony is alleging here is that Tencent approached them last year, I believe, about a Horizon Zero Dawn, like a kind of a spin-off game. I don't know exactly what you'd call it. A game that's set in that universe, and show them all these different things that they should do. Like, here's all of our ideas. We can work together to make this. And Sony said they're not interested. And now this new game that Tencent is releasing, Light of Motiram, that game appears to have all of these things that they had pitched to Sony in a setting that is extremely similar to Horizon, to the Horizon series. And like, it very much looks like it. Like, yeah, there's differences or whatnot, but Sony is filing a lawsuit against Tencent, saying that they are actually stealing their IP. It's not just something that's inspired by or whatever. Like, it is so similar that it should be they should have it basically delisted. They should be stopped from putting it out. So if you go look at
do you know where they're filing this? Do we know?
I think it's in the US.
Okay. It'll be harder for them. Because if it was like Japan,
I don't know. This game, you guys go look up this game. You're like, this, I would think that this was a Horizon entry.
Horizon 1 Dawn.
If I had no idea what it was, you know? It looks so goddamn similar. And not just in like, oh, everyone was comparing Breath of the Wild to Horizon, right? Which I don't know why, but I guess in gameplay. Anyways, it's so much.
I don't think Breath of the Wild and Horizon are at all similar. I guess they're both open world.
Yeah, they're open world.
A lot of shit that's open world,
right? Well, it was like, it's open world. It's more of like a rustic feel with. Yeah, there's that too. But I guess like the idea was like, it's a rustic sort of feel while still having this like crazy technology that's around, right? And the blue shiny lights from the technology things, enemies.
People get to own that loose of a thing.
Yeah, no, I don't either. I don't think the differences between what Nintendo made and what Sony made, they're like, yeah, I mean, okay, they look similar in some aspects, you know, there's some similarities there. They both got a glider, whatever. But like, this is something where I think Sony might actually have a case. It's so similar.
I mean, I don't think they would have brought it to court if they. I don't think they would have filed suit if they didn't have a case.
Yeah,
I mean, we were talking about it with the thief sim, the thief sim, or no, the drug dealer simulator.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
came out where like the publisher sent an investigator to look at if there was anything to file suit over, and that blew up into just the investigation itself blew up into a whole thing where then the developer kind of got unfairly sniped at for it, and they didn't do nothing wrong.
Zero decision.
But then, I mean, the investigator didn't find anything to file suit on, and they moved on from that. And that's pretty standard practice if you want to look at copyright things. I assume the same thing happened here. The investigator was like, no, you could totally file suit on this because they clearly
because it's so
violated it in like the here, like these are carbon copies.
That's actually worth a shot. Yeah. Basically, this one came out after the
probably Sony's probably got a case there, or at least somebody thought they had a case.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. This is like.
I haven't looked at the game myself, but I assumed if they were filing suit, they probably like felt pretty comfortable they had a case there.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume so, yeah.
Oh, and I want to check out the game before it gets ceased and desisted.
right? Because it might never come out. I mean,
Stop killing games, guys. Just violated copyright law.
I think you're showing it, right?
yeah. What I have on
The new game?
is a trailer that Tencent announced.
Yeah, this is the one that they're suing over, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Motirum. I mean, yeah. Again, there's differences and whatnot, but it's just so similar that
off of visuals alone, it's
yeah.
And
But I think the part that goes a little bit further is like probably where they're like, oh no, this is a case that we're going to pursue, is because literally Tencent approached them and was like, hey, here's what you should put into your game. They said no, and then they make that game. And it's like, cool, you can do that or whatever, but like, I don't know, change some things up, please. Like, they said no. You can't just go ahead and like say, well, we're just gonna take as much of that content that we can and continue on with the game that we wanted to make. So yeah, I don't know, it's interesting because I'd like to see with the story if it's going to be similar as well. I'm sure not anymore.
I'm curious. Visually, it is pretty astounding. It's pretty blatant, but that's not the first game I've seen be like, oh yeah, we like that style, we're gonna use it.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I don't know if I've seen a game with all these same elements all thrown into one.
But it looks like it's less dinosaur-y, right? Like,
yeah,
instead of going for dinosaurs, they went for like real animals.
Yeah,
like current animals.
Yeah.
Off of what I'm visually seeing, that and like otter beings, but
it's going to be interesting because there's more to the game here as well. Like, again, it's not like a direct ripoff. Like, this definitely, I think it's going to be legally, it's going to be somewhere pretty close to the line of what is acceptable and what isn't. So, we'll see.
Yeah, it'll be a fun one.
Yeah. Last thing I got is the Nintendo Direct stuff.
Okay, you do that. I will be right back. You start that.
Okay. I will start it.
I don't know anything about this Nintendo Direct stuff.
You don't watch any of it?
I don't have a Nintendo console, so
that's fair.
And they don't really port their games, so
no. But
I'm out of their market.
That's fair. This was actually supposed to be a partner showcase, so they didn't really show off a lot of games that they were making.
Oh, okay. Who'd like better then?
Yeah, so I just wanted to run through all the things that were announced here. There's Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection. That'll be coming out sometime next year. Something that I'm super excited for, but I'm sure it's not like the enhancements that I saw. They could be really fun, but it's pretty much going to be the same game. Is Once Upon a Katamari. That's coming out.
Oh, just
October 24th.
Katamari.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing wrong with that.
They're doing some multiplayer stuff where you can do some verses and maybe some co-op. I don't know. Wasn't too clear. I guess we'll find
Dueling
out.
balls.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. Nobody cares about Just Dance. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. This looked like just another like Dragon Ball game, right? Where you just fight.
They put out Dragon Ball fighting games all the time. Yeah.
But what's really cool about this one is you are going to be able to take scenarios that happened in the show, and there's like predefined alternate versions of what could have happened, but you can also create your own scripted events and whatnot. So it's almost like a Dragon Ball cartoon simulator, which could be cool for people who really love the Dragon Ball. So
Dragon Ball like fan fiction.
Yeah, like it's a cool idea. I think it's just a cool idea.
I think that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
It does kind of evolve the Dragon Ball formula a little bit.
I wonder if it could actually evolve the fighting genre in general, you know? I mean, that would be cool for anybody that's likes their fighting game and wants to see alternate versions of the stories instead of waiting for another Mortal Kombat to come out and reset everything again. Plants vs. Zombies Replanted. If you're big into that game, they're doing some sort of co-op functionality into this game. So I love that game back in the day. I don't know if I'd play it again, but it's a good game.
You know what game they should bring back? Make a good, fun co-op side-scrolling game. Joe and Mac.
Joe and Mac.
The Cavemen.
I don't know
You
this
ever played
game.
the Joe and Mac game?
No, I don't think so.
It's like Cavemen Brothers.
Joe and Mac. Okay. I don't think I ever did, but I remember seeing this. And thinking it
I know the game you're
looked
talking about.
ridiculous.
Thank you. I don't know why that came to my head just now, but it did.
Well, you'll be happy to know that there was a new release that came out 3 years ago.
For Joe and Mac?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one on the... It was on the Nintendo eShop.
I don't know. I see it on Steam, but yeah.
Oh, I saw one on Nintendo eShop. For my Switch. I never picked it up, though.
So, are you going to?
No, but I almost did pick up...
No.
I almost did pick up the new Ninja Gaiden game. The, like, new old schooly Ninja
Yeah.
Gaiden one. That looked super fucking cool.
It does look cool. And then Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. That's coming out September 30th. Fully voice acted. Some new difficulties and a bunch of little feature enhancements for it. So, but yeah. Persona 3 Reload, if you're into that. And then they also talked about Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. Showed off a little trailer for that. That looks
I
good.
did see the trailer for that because I really like the Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
It's been one of the funner like Warriors games I've played in a while too,
Oh, for sure.
with like a whole bunch of shit to do.
Yeah. Right.
There was a lot of depth to that one.
Mm-hmm.
I was just
Like surprising amount for like
yeah,
a Warriors game.
like the first one had all like the classic maps, and then like each square of the classic map was a fight or challenge you had to complete.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
And
thought
there
that
were
was really
so
cool.
many of them, and then some of them were really hard.
Yeah, and to have something that's going to be canonical in
Yeah,
the
that's
Hyrule
cool.
series or the Zelda series, like yeah. It's
I mean, the timeline's already fucked, so you
Right.
kind of canon in anything you want.
Well, I just want to see, like, I think it'll be interesting to see the way that it ties and how they're gonna have it tie into the events of Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah,
Apex Legends coming to the Switch too. A pretty interesting, maybe, I don't know. Could be fun game called Hella, where you play as a mouse that's trying to live your life, avoiding owls and I guess fighting against the rats and talking to Nicodemus. And what else happens in that movie? Secret of Nim?
The one mouse says "damn."
That's true.
oh, but that's a bad mouse.
Right.
No, it is a bad mouse. Yeah.
Also, Star Wars Outlaws is coming to the Switch. Who's excited for that?
Everybody. As everyone knows, Star Wars, hugely mediocre.
That property is going nowhere.
Yeah, people just don't like Star Wars anymore. So
well,
we're gonna try
when it comes to
again.
Outlaws, I think they're
I think there is an argument to be made that the market's a little oversaturated, but
yeah. But not. I don't necessarily think for game wise. Like if the game was
it's
good,
oversaturated on video games. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if the game was good at all, it would have sold just fine. It's just now starting to pick up like any bit of like any sort of like Steam.
we also
I've seen
got
like a few people playing.
yeah. I don't know. I still don't think it's picked up enough steam.
No.
I mean, for it to do anything. Not that I haven't played it, so I don't know if there's like
No, it's still a failed game, especially for numbers that they were expecting.
right. Then we got Bloober Team, the studio behind the Silent Hill 2 remake, coming out with Chronos: The New Dawn.
You don't see these every day.
You guys should go check out that trailer. It actually looks pretty interesting. I don't think this is just coming to the Switch too.
I've seen it.
But yeah,
I've seen it.
it looks like it could be fun.
This works.
Dead Spacey-ish.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
Hopefully it does that better than that other one. What was that?
Oh, I forget what it was called, but yeah. With the people from Dead Space.
Yeah, and now the one is like quitting. And
Yeah.
It's kind of sad because that's like not a great game to leave out.
Yeah. We'll see. Hopefully, I get it. It can be rough if your game doesn't do well, but hopefully it doesn't leave it there. What else? Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Apparently, people are digging that.
Shit.
And let's see. Shinobi Art of the Vengeance that comes out August 29th. Borderlands 4 from the Switch 2. October 3rd. And then the really interesting thing is that the end left off with 2 Square Enix games. A new IP called The Adventures of Elliot the Millennium Tales. It's a what's that? A 3D, 2D side-scrolling game, kind of like Octopath Traveler.
Okay.
And I mean, just looks like your basic RPG sort of stuff, right? Could be interesting. Looks like it could be pretty tropey.
I mean, the last few have done pretty well for themselves.
Yeah.
Because Bravely Default also did really good.
Yep.
Octopath and its sequel.
Yeah.
Alright.
And the other thing they announced was Octopath Traveler 0. So, yeah, so Sony's all in on the, I guess, HD 2D RPG. It's the term for it.
What the kids are calling it.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I thought there was some interesting stuff in there. I don't know, a lot of people are yelling at Nintendo for it, but I thought it was a good showcase of like some games that are coming out that aren't from them. And it seems like there's something for everyone. Even, I guess, like the big reason why people are upset is because there's like this campfire game that they announced. It's called Chillin' by the Fire, where literally all you do is like try to keep a fire alive while you're camping. But if you want to know the interesting bit, you can invite other people to come play with you, chat, and also help keep your campfire alive.
Wow.
So is it a game? I don't know, but
Barely.
right. But I mean, some people might want to do that. I'm gonna knock on them. Hopefully, it's no more than what, $10
Oh.
$5? $7.
I could see them charging $10 for it. I could see it being like a niche thing. People like their like
Yeah, just chilling and
virtual.
doing
Half the
nothing.
reason that like Roblox is so successful is their like VR chat rooms, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, just a way to hang out.
Yeah.
This will be really popular with dads. Don't have time
It's
to
just
hang
a
out
whole
with their
bunch of
friends.
dads hanging out, hanging out, saying dad jokes. Like I would travel that, yo. I'd surf that.
Oh yeah, that actually sounds pretty cool. Yeah.
I'd surf campfire to campfire all day long.
Right. But yeah, that's it for the Nintendo Direct stuff. So
Well, that's cool.
yeah,
Um,
shall we jump
I just
into
have
our...
one more.
Oh, you have one.
I just
Okay,
have
yeah.
one more little thing.
Do it.
Released on Steam's client beta that you can like go participate in at pretty much any time. That it shows stuff coming along the way, right?
Yeah.
They're allowing a customization tab to your games. So you'll be able to like choose the as an example, you can put screenshots and upload your own like custom covers, backgrounds, logos for each of the games in your library. You can put up like commissioned work you got. Is like the background.
Okay.
Looks like you can do like quite a bit, and that there's even some stuff just there. A few people put like Asterion as the like logo for Baldur's Gate and stuff. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of like extra stuff you can do to also make like sorting your games easier.
Yeah, I heard that there's stuff like that coming, so that'll be cool.
So this is, if you want to play around with what they have working on, you can go over to the beta client or client beta.
Yeah.
But there seems to be a lot off of
I mean, it's
what
just
they just show from screenshots and stuff.
yeah, it's just good to see that Steam's at least trying to continue doing things to make their experience, the store experience better.
Well, I see like
Their app experience.
I see some of it being kind of handy, like the
Oh, yeah.
logo. If I could set the logo, because sometimes they'll do like an update to the game and whatever, and the logo will change, and I'll like lose track of the game for like a little while. I'll just have to like go look for it in the pile of icons. I could usually just see it. Now I have to read the title next to it. This is absurd.
Absurd indeed.
You're cute, but you're dead.
Yeah, it's cool. You could label your games by release date. So you could change, could sort games by release dates and all that good stuff.
Yeah. So you can know which one of your backlog needs to be looked at more importantly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. Well, shall we get into the gaming games? Our weeks.
Sure.
Who wants to start? Okay, I'll go first.
Good job.
So let's see. First off, actually, before I get into games, I didn't mention last time that I don't think I did. I started watching Upload. It's basically the premise is that like in this kind of futuristic world, they figured out how to like download your consciousness from your brain. And so when you die, or when you're about to die, you can opt to be uploaded, and you can have your brain, your memories, everything all stored into like this virtual reality world. And there's different levels, like if you're super rich, you can pay for the really nice fancy places. If you're really poor, you're part of what's called the 2 gig group, where you have to pretty much not do anything. You have to try to limit even your thinking because you don't have the data to do all that. A lot of it has to do with like corporate greed and whatnot. Obviously, just from that alone, but there's the main story of the main character kind of he's kind of somebody who's been working on a project that could kind of upset that big corporation that does the whole upload thing. So yeah, it's all about him, and it's silly. It's a fun show. It's not great by any by any means. But it's not bad. It's something that, you know, if you're bored, you got some time to watch something, it can be entertaining. And so, it's enough that like every now and then when, you know, I'm getting ready for bed or even worse, I can't sleep, I'm like, oh, this is something I can put on since I can't sleep right now. Like just something to relax to, and you know, I don't have to like be thinking about the show or whatever. You know, it's not a thinker or anything, so you can just sit back, relax, enjoy. Yeah. Other than that, just been doing more Marvel Rivals. Played some Mario Kart. That's a fun game. It's good. I enjoy it. And now I'm playing this here Hobbit game. Because I read a lot of reviews, and most of them seem to be fairly negative on how it's going to be. But most of them...
The Hobbit game?
Yeah. The Tales of the Shire.
Yeah, I was just watching you play a little bit, and I gotta say, because I was like playing my game, and I look over, and I thought you were just straight Winnie Poohing it around. Those pants look the same color as your skin, so therefore,
well, I've got
it
the
looked like you
starting
weren't wearing
pants.
pants.
I got the starting pants. Listen, there's things I gotta do. I'm poor.
I'm not saying Winnie Poohing it around ain't the way to go. If I was a Hobbit, who knows? That's maybe the way I would do it.
Yeah, no. I don't know. I'm still like, I literally just started this up for the show, so I wasn't really paying attention to it till just right now. But I've already seen a few weird visual glitches. I've heard, like, the big thing that I've heard overall is that it's a very, very glitchy game. And playing it on the Switch is the worst thing you could probably do to yourself.
So you're playing it on the Switch?
No.
Oh, damn.
I might pick it up on the Switch. If this goes even slightly okay, I'll pick it up on the Switch and see how bad it is. but I've heard that like the biggest complaint seems to be that, but I've heard that there's it can feel lifeless at times, but other people say that there's like a good mix of like interactions with other people, and there's, you know, I wouldn't call them exactly Easter eggs, but you know, there's the rumblings of what's going on with Bilbo and Frodo, since you're in you're not in the Shire, or you're not in Hobbiton, I should say. So you know, you kind of hear things or whatnot. And Rosie is supposed to be in this. Oh, is this her? Is she here? I can't talk to her. She looks angry. Whoever this lady is. So yeah, I kind of want to see exactly how it goes, because a lot of what I've read, it just sounds like it's, you know, your normal average cozy game. It doesn't sound like this is going to be anything special. But what's interesting is every one of the reviews that I've read says that it seems like the developers really wanted to build something special here. And there's a lot of like scuttlebutt and whatnot coming from the developers while it was getting made, that there was, you know, there's issues with development in general.
Yeah, I heard like the cooking mechanic is like really fun, but not fleshed out enough.
That's well, everything that I've read, well, except for one review, which might have been the one that you read, says that the cooking mechanic or the cooking aspect is the most fleshed out, and it works really great, and it's the cornerstone of the game, as it should be for hobbits.
Well, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Look, there's a reason that I feel like I am a hobbit. First off, their love of food being the biggest amongst that.
Yeah.
I love food.
I love food. Who doesn't? I guess there's some people that don't. Weird.
Nobody I want to know.
Right. But yeah, so I don't know. I want to experience it firsthand, because all of the reviews overall were like, there's too much that's not like good about the game for it to be like, yeah, you should still check it out. They all pretty much were like, eh. Like, if your draw is because you like Lord of the Rings and Hobbits, then you might get a kick out of this. But don't expect it to be like,
yeah, the way I
even
heard it described
a good
it,
life sim.
mediocre. It's life sim, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes, because I played a lot of mediocre life sims, and even they can be enjoyable for just kind of puttering around doing nothing. But there was one that was like saying that the fishing element was like the worst part of the game by far. Because you only can fish one fish apparently. So that's great. So we'll see what happens.
There's only one type of fish.
There's only one type of fish.
The hobbit fish.
It's the same fish that Golem pulls up out of the.
Yeah, there's only one. Yeah,
The one fish.
all the rest of them went to like northern Earth, left Middle Earth, migrated.
Nice. Other than that, went to go see Fantastic Four. That was actually, in my opinion, I don't think it's as good as Thunderbolts. I know there's plenty of people that didn't like Thunderbolts. That being said, it was really fun. Had some heartwarming bits to it. I thought kind of the overall message that they're trying to relate to, you know, the whole family and what does family mean, sort of bit. I like the way they did it. I thought it was cool. I don't know if it's gonna hit the same for everyone, but I guess it just kind of.
I I heard some comments of that. The baby is creepy, and
Oh, the baby's way creepy.
and someone else I had followed, though I don't necessarily trust them for like they're not like a movie review or anything, but they didn't like Pedro Pascal and what's her name as Invisible Woman.
Really?
Yeah, she didn't like their chemistry.
Oh, huh. That's interesting. I thought it was fun.
But like I said, they're not a movie reviewer,
Yeah.
nor do they comment on movies much. They were just like,
I was actually surprised because I felt like the weakest character was going to be Johnny. And I thought that was great. I thought they all did pretty dang well as they're in their roles. I thought the writing for them was done pretty well. Even some of the decisions where you're like, well, why the fuck did this person do that? Like, it feels cohesive later on. Like, shortly later on, where you're like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense for the character. So yeah, I thought they did a pretty good job. But yeah, CG baby. I just read an article last night that you know how Rihanna was like, oh, well, the first thing I thought of was Twilight, the Twilight baby. That's exactly how this fucking article started off. It's like, did Rihanna write this? I'm pretty sure she did. And the title of the article was "We Still Can't Do CG Babies Correctly."
we can't do CG people.
No, we can. I think we can. It takes a lot of
few
money.
I've seen have been like really like just still on that uncanny valley.
I don't know. Well, yeah, I mean, it's still in that uncanny valley, definitely. I don't know if that's ever gonna go away.
I guess like the last one I saw was like the Star Wars ones with the Grand Moff and Leia.
Yeah.
Which both of those look terrible. Terrible.
Yeah.
Almost horrifying.
Now I'm trying to think if there's one in particular that I can think of that was done really well, but I think the closest was when they were de-aging for Ant-Man. What's his name? Michael Douglas.
Oh yeah.
But that wasn't a very long scene, so, and it's still that actor, the same actor, so
De-aging and aging,
yeah, that's not as
people
difficult. Yeah.
typically works better
yeah.
than just recreate. Oof.
Yeah, straight recreations. It's
Michael Douglas is the guy I was trying to think of yesterday from The Game.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Right. That would be who you were trying to think of.
That was who I was trying to think of, yeah. It's where they came up again.
right.
Is it?
No, he's in everything.
So yeah, yeah. CG babies scary. CG people are scary. CG babies are especially scary, though. You know.
Well, babies are scary.
That's true.
CG people are scary, so it makes sense.
Just
Yeah,
Combination
it
of
all
those.
lines up.
Yeah.
just baby humans. Baby
That's true,
animals.
yeah. Not all
Baby
babies.
animals are adorable.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just a simple fact. Facts don't care about your feelings.
That's true. Very true.
Well, that hurt my feelings. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
And that's yeah, I think that really covers it for me, though. Yeah. Let's go next.
I guess I can go.
Do it.
I did things this week.
Did you?
Sure. Why not? No, let's see. We watched. I've started watching Dexter, like the original Dexter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Only a couple episodes in, but Man, I forgot how good that show was. And
It's so good.
did we watch it this week? Did I talk about last week? Bring Her Back.
No. We talked about it. I don't think you talked about it on the show though.
Okay. Well, me and Andrew watched Bring Her Back. That was like a
Really good. I like
that
that.
was a really good movie by the same guys who did Talk to Me,
Mhm.
another horror movie that came out recently.
A couple Australian fellers.
Yeah, and they've been nailing it. Those two movies are really good. Bring Her Back is like they have this way of like never really explaining their like supernatural elements fully, so it always remains like a mystery.
Yeah, keep it pretty loose.
And thus in turn making it like better for it. This one involves some as typical to most horror. Their things are just character studies on grief, and this one's no different. As we follow like kids who are going into like the foster system, which is already bad enough, and they end up with this lady who acts just like super creepy, and just starts doing weird things, and you think like she's part of a cult, and then you just realize that she's like some person who like found this cult stuff and is trying to do whatever the ritual is to bring back her like dead daughter.
Oh.
Which involves the kids
Mm-hmm.
that she's fostering.
Did she just like find a random cult book and was like, "Oh, this is exactly what I needed"? Yes.
No, she found a random cult VHS tape.
Yeah, thank you. Book.
Don't be silly, cult book.
What cult does books? It's so much easier to pull out the old school camera and record a home video.
You
How are you going to get the nuances of the rituals down
That's true. That's true.
without visually showing it?
That's always a problem, that you hear about with other...
Visuals help me as an audience understand what was going on.
Yeah. That's so good. Okay, continue. Sorry.
That was a good call, yeah. Pretty
Either way,
pretty
good
spot on
movie.
what was going on.
If you like a little bit slower of a burn horror movie, it wasn't
It
as
does take a little
spooky.
while to get going, yeah.
It wasn't as spooky as some others, but definitely like has its moments. One moment still makes my skin crawl a bit.
Yeah, it goes pretty hard.
These guys are not afraid to like hurt children in movies.
Mm-hmm.
You make it sound so fun.
All right.
These guys hurt kids.
These guys hurt kids in movies.
I actually like it
That's not
because of the
that's not what I
behind the
mean.
scenes stuff where it looks like the kids are having an absolute blast with building these things.
They go through a lot to make sure that the kids are safe and protected and stuff. But like
yeah.
in movie, they
Yeah, they don't
definitely
shy away
don't have
from
a
like
qualms of like showing you children getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And some of it's fucking gnarly. Kid like chewing on a knife.
Nice.
Ugh. Ugh.
he's possessed by a demon, so
It's all good. He's
I think.
It's all good. He's possessed by a demon.
that makes it better.
that kid makes it out fine.
Yeah.
It does make it out.
Oh,
alive.
that's good.
Maybe not fine.
alive.
Alive, yeah. They're not like grievously maimed or anything. Probably some trauma though.
Oh yeah.
Remembers anything from the events of the movie.
I hope he doesn't, dear God. We're not sure on that, but it was good. I liked it. Quite enjoyed that. Let's see. Games wise, well, I'm currently playing Midnight Suns, Marvel Midnight Suns.
Yeah.
'Cause
How
I
are you
picked
liking
up
that?
I picked up like the Ultimate Edition with all the DLC. I like this game. It's a pretty fun like XCOM deck builder.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I wouldn't call it like XCOM.
I didn't. No. It's a fun like deck builder, like tactical RPG though.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'd call it a tactics game necessarily. Just because of the loose positioning on it.
I don't know. I
More
heard,
like a deck builder game. I mean, I guess it's a tactics game. In the same
Yeah.
way like Slay the Spire is a tactics game.
I think it was Wombat from Cheap Ass
Mine's a
Gamer.
bit more like allowing.
He was saying that
movement,
it I think he compared it to XCOM as well. He definitely called it a tactics game though. I haven't checked it out. So.
I don't think it's I've played it. I don't think
Yeah.
it's at all like XCOM. I've played a lot of XCOM. I think they're too far apart.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, it just lacks a lot of things that XCOM does do. And there's so many games that are like much closer clones to XCOM.
Yeah.
And when I say like this game's like XCOM, like I'm talking about like Phoenix Point and Cyber Knights, like those games are like XCOM. Or even like that Gears of War Tactics game they put out.
Yeah.
That was a lot like XCOM.
I feel it still has a lot of that. Like there's moving around the field and positioning and stuff.
How much is
It has turn-based. It's turn-based, but I mean that's like saying that Baldur's Gate is like XCOM.
That's like saying Final Fantasy is like Baldur's Gate.
Where it's like, yes, the combat is turn-based, but there's a lot more things that go into a game that make it be XCOM than just just turn-based combat.
Yeah.
But a tactics game, yes. Maybe I'm just particular about my XCOM. I'm just XCOM,
right?
Just an XCOM fanboy. Like that's not real XCOM.
You take that back right now. Yeah. How much is it, Christian?
Right now you can get like all of it with all the DLC for like $20.
Nice. I
on
might have to pick
Steam.
it up because I hear that it's pretty good.
If you haven't played before, I played it once before already, so this is like me just playing it on Steam and then with all the DLC
Mhm.
that I didn't have before. But it is like really good. You follow the Midnight Suns, which are Magic, Blade, Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider, and Nico, the magician. And you follow like a new character that they write for this, which is the Hunter. But there's Agatha Harkness, and like the Abbey and Scarlet Witch. All fighting against Lilith, the demon mother,
Mm-hmm.
who ends up possessing a lot of like heroes and turning them like, evil.
Yeah.
And you gotta go, beat them up, get them unpossessed, and get them on your side, basically, and then go fight her. It's fun though. It's a lot of fun. The deck building is obviously one of the most important things, but it's not like insanely difficult or demanding. And just leads you to have like doing cool abilities, leaning into like characters' strengths and stuff.
Okay.
Lots of customization options. Pretty fun. Again, like a really fun story. Just in general. Get to hang out with people and build your relationship with like the Avengers and the Midnight Suns in general.
Mm-hmm.
A whole little like exploration thing around this island that you're in. You're in like this pocket dimension that's in Salem, Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
Once home to like witch trial stuff.
Yeah, the Sanderson sisters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's cool. Iron Man's in it. Captain Marvel, Hulk, Wolverine, Iron Man.
You said Iron Man.
Scarlet
Iron
Witch,
Man's in it
right?
twice.
Yeah, he is in it twice. He also is in it as Stark. Doctor Strange.
Captain Marvel.
What about
Iron
Iron Man?
Captain America.
Yeah, Captain America.
Captain Blade. Captain Morbius. Captain Deadpool.
Yeah, the DLC characters are Morbius, Deadpool, Storm, and
Venom.
Venom. Yeah.
Cool.
Spidey Man's in it.
Of course.
The one and only Spidey Man. It's pretty funny. You get your character, the Hunter, gets introduced to Iron Man and Doctor Strange, and Iron Man's talking, and he's the one doing the introductions, and he introduces Doctor Strange as Doctor Spooky.
Nice.
And so when you go off to go with Doctor Strange, you're like, all right, Doctor Spooky, let's go. Little funny moments. It's good, well written.
Yeah.
It very much falls into the same like genre and well-rounded Marvel game as like the Guardians of the Galaxy that came out,
Mm-hmm.
where it's very much its own thing and all for the better. You know, like this is what Marvel still should have like kept doing
Yeah.
for their games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need
This
to
was
play more
also
of that.
just before that Avengers game came out and did not do well, if you remember.
I do. Yeah. Hey, you can't win them all. I learned that from Galacta.
She's pretty clear on that.
Yeah.
Can't win them all, especially with NetEase's matchmaking.
I'd like to win one, but just one. Is that too much to ask?
Yes.
Yes.
You guys both didn't have
But
to
then-
say it. Damn.
But then other people can't win one.
That's true.
And you've proven time and time again to them that you're willing to keep playing when you lose. They got people who won't play when they lose. They'll stop playing.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll make you lose because you don't care. So there's the people who will stop playing when they lose. Don't stop playing.
Can't stop, won't stop.
And that's the whole model for their matchmaking. Balance be fucked.
No, I think that one thing is, or that one video I watched was really good, where it explains like a lot of the problem with matchmaking is just a numbers game. They need so many that it's near impossible for them to have the like perfect amount of people playing at any given moment, except for on their like peak days.
Yeah. Peak your day. I don't know what that means, but it sounded.
Don't look at my day.
That's yes, yeah. I didn't do much else. I finished the latest Wandering In book, which has a new narrator, which she did really good. There's only a couple of voices that I miss from the old narrator. But I'm sure I'll get over it eventually.
I'm sure you will.
It'll probably take a little bit of like
Yeah, just
therapy or something.
therapy. Just gonna say
Probably-
time, but
probably that,
yeah,
yeah.
probably also that. Yeah.
That might also not be why I need therapy, but whatever.
You can need therapy for lots of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there hasn't been much else. I've been kind of boring this week.
That's okay. It happens.
I mean, I don't have anything crazy either. I've also been boring. Shit, what did I even do?
You've been checking all kinds of games, though, right?
No. I've been playing like old games. I was playing Cyberpunk. I started playing Cyberpunk again.
Oh.
It's okay.
What brought you back to Cyberpunk?
I was just curious how it's running these days.
Mm-hmm.
Better than it used to. It'd been a while. Like I played it when it came out and dealt with all the launch bugginess.
Yeah.
We all know how that
just
turned out.
Yeah, just see what the state of the game was. I still haven't gotten the DLC or anything, which was really well received. I understand it's worth getting, but I never did. Never did get that. Still haven't, but I was looking at what the state of the game was. It's pretty good now. They've really done a lot with that game compared to what it was at launch.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I feel like the driving physics still feels kind of weird. Like, it's fine. I can drive around, but the cars feel weird.
Yeah.
A little floaty.
Yeah, a little bit floaty.
Like to
Um,
me, all the cars just want to like instantly slide as soon as you corner.
I think it's probably an engine problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the same problem in Satisfactory, which is why the fucking buggies feel all floaty.
Yeah, but in Satisfactory, it's fun.
Well, yeah, because then you're just sliding them around and stuff. It is just fun and Satisfactory. But yeah, when you got to do more precision driving, they have like perks for driving and stuff. And I don't want to use any of that crap because the driving still feels like not great. But a lot of the graphical problems and weird, goofy glitches that they were having seem to have all been patched out. So, it runs good. It's solid. It's fun. I wish we would have gotten the game that I was told we were getting when they did that like gameplay reveal before the game came out.
Yeah, that's still very unfortunate.
They're like, look how cool this stuff is. They're like, we removed like half the shit that we... Hacking is not how it's going to be. This Cyberpunk game where hacking should be a heavy element, we turned it into a dumb minigame that you're tired of the third time you fucking do it. And now they nerfed it even further because they were like, oh, hacking still does too much damage. So now the dumb minigame there's no fucking point to even doing it anymore. You just get like money and crafting materials from doing the hacking minigame. And then other than that, it's quick hacks. They're basically just like, they just turned it into fucking like Skyrim magic. Like you just have casts that you can make. Which I feel really kind of like, except for like taking over cameras, I guess. But they really took the hacking from what it was gonna be and what they showed in the like gameplay stuff. They're like, nah, we're gonna make it dumb, and then they made it even dumber post-launch because the hacking ended up being too overpowered because they made the system way too fucking simple. They really fucked up hacking in a Cyberpunk game, and I feel like that's
pretty bad.
Yeah, that's my biggest complaint about the game. I realized it was like development constraints that caused this to happen. Like they just couldn't get the actual hacking system to work correctly.
Yeah.
But shit, you guys should have just put out some game that wasn't called Cyberpunk then. Because how you gonna make a Cyberpunk and make hacking just not a thing at all in your game? It's just something you can functionally ignore. But if I ignore that stuff, I have not a bad time playing that game. If I ignore Ignore the promises that were made and never delivered on.
Yeah.
Um,
As you do, you know.
I can
That's
enjoy
life,
yeah.
I feel like.
But I'll, you know, and with The Witcher 4 coming out, I guess this is actually going to affect their bottom line. But I'm gonna think fucking CD Projekt Red anything,
Yeah.
which is why I don't have the DLC for Cyberpunk, and I'm probably not going to even play The Witcher 4 because they
We'll see.
under-delivered on Cyberpunk, although it is in a better state than it was at launch.
I have
It's
my
still
own
massively under-delivered.
I have my own complaints on Witcher 3. Like, it was pretty good, especially narrative-wise. They did a good job. But, like, gameplay-wise, it had all of the things that I, like, dislike about open world. Like, overly cluttered map of little things to go see that kept just distracting you from gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Or from the story. Which I get was their point.
Yeah.
That and the combat was kind of chunky. Wasn't as smooth as I would have liked it to be.
That's still the one thing that I always want to go back to Starfield because I did really like the combat in it. I don't know why, but there's something about the combat.
Well, I don't mean ew, but more like I was pretty lukewarm on the combat in it.
The loop got stale because of the fact that there were like 5 buildings.
Yeah. No, there's so much about it that I'm like, it doesn't draw me back. Like, I
did come back to Outer Worlds, and I'm quite liking the combat in that.
Yeah, no, that was.
The announcement of the new one coming out, and also them backpedaling on $80. I was like, you know what? I'll go see.
Yeah,
I'll go replay. I'm playing it on Game Pass. I haven't really got any money. They haven't gotten any of my money, but and I'm not planning on pre-ordering Outer Worlds 2 or anything. I'm just gonna play that on the Game Pass when it comes.
Yeah.
I figured I'd refresh my cell phone. That I like it. It's fun. I remember it being short the first time.
Yeah, me too.
I played it. I think it was only like 30, 40 hours. You can probably get through the game faster than that, but about 30 or 40 hours to have a good solid explore everything, do the companion quests playthrough.
Yeah, and I remember feeling like it was a good amount. I didn't feel like dissatisfied.
I felt like it told its story, but I felt like there could have been a lot more.
Yeah,
because there's even like planets on the map that you don't ever go to. It's just they're on the map. Maybe it's
the DLC.
Maybe they're the DLC areas.
The DLC helps fill that a little bit out, and the first DLC, Peril on Gorgon or whatever, is not a bad one. A little short, but the like mystery one is like top tier DLC stuff.
Yeah, I got it on Game Pass, so I don't really want to. I don't want to buy the DLC for a game that I'll just lose if I get rid of my subscription.
Yeah.
No, I guess I'll still own that DLC content if I ever buy the game.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I mean, they'll probably have a big sale on it when the other one, when Outer Worlds 2 comes out.
Yeah. I'm sure they will.
But it does feel a bit. I mean, I guess I've been playing it, but I don't know. It feels I can tell Obsidian made it. Like it feels like it's got a lot of stuff brought over from like New Vegas, but for better and worse.
Mm-hmm.
Well, New Vegas is the best like Fallout game, but it's not without its problems.
Yeah.
Although I think they do a better job of making the game not crash when you're getting later on in the game. Maybe that's why they kept the game short, so you just don't have done a million things in the game world to change everything, so the game won't crash every time you go outside a building.
Yeah. That's
I think
less of a
they
constraint.
fixed that with they fixed that with the planets and having like smaller areas.
Mhm.
Not having to load the entire Mojave every time you go outside.
Yeah, well, a handcrafted area will do that for you, because Skyrim is a mix of procedural and handcrafted, where like
Mhm.
the placement of certain things is procedurally done. At least when they crafted the world to begin with, you know, not with what's like the final map becomes, but in the creation itself.
In the creation.
I think that's all I've been really doing. I've been playing some older games and seeing what the state of them is, the absolute state of things.
That's fair. It's fun to do that sometimes. Just go back, revisit things.
Yeah.
Look at it go. This is as fun as I remember. This one is not.
I think I have a new episode of The Institute to watch,
Mm.
but I'm still liking that show. There are like 3 episodes in. I think the 4th episode's out, but gotta finish The Institute, or well, not finish it, but it's not allowed yet.
Yeah.
That one's been pretty good actually. I kind of like it. I usually hate shows with kids too, but this one's okay. It's only like we have like an adult protagonist as well that we're following, so I don't have to just hang out with kids all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! The Life of Chuck came out. I guess I should watch that. I don't know though. Doesn't sound like an interesting story. I just don't care.
Mm. Yeah, that's
About the
rough when that
story
happens.
itself.
Yeah.
I like Mike Flanagan. I like Stephen King, but I don't really like Stephen King's stupid like slice of life stuff. Just write horror. I don't know. Maybe it's good. Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be like. I'm sure it'll be good. It's Mike Flanagan. He just drops bangers.
Mm.
Yeah, it's about it. Yeah, I haven't really watched too much else. We played too many other games. Yeah, not really. Yeah, I got the Star Rupture playtest, but I haven't actually played it yet.
Star Rupture.
Yeah, it's like a survival craft game.
Yeah.
They got a playtest available for freezies if you want to check it out. Splattercat covered it pretty recently.
Okay.
Looks kind of like Subnautica, but you're not underwater.
Mm-hmm.
You're just on a planet with, I assume, doesn't have breathable air on it. It's kind of like you're underwater.
Yeah. You're
I
not, but it's like you are.
I imagine you still have to manage like oxygen and stuff.
Yeah. Probably. Okay.
Just no swimming around. More mining and shooting things. Oh, there's like it's got like base defense. You like base building, but you also have to build like turrets and stuff. You have hordes of critters try and tear down your base.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know too much about the game. It looks like your basic survival craft game.
Yeah.
It people say it's got some automation in it. No, so I was looking at it for like a satisfactory kind of thing. But I imagine that automation's probably pretty shallow. Doesn't look like it's a factory game.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's about it. That's about my week.
So for you, okay. Well, I think that that about wraps it up then. Anything else anybody wants to add?
I hope that by this time I'll have seen Weapons by the next podcast.
I think it just became available for streaming, so we should be able to watch it pretty soon.
Wait, the what? The what?
What? That was coming out on the 8th.
Movie Weapons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, from the director of Barbarian. Got a new movie with Josh Brolin. We were talking about it yesterday. It's the movie that Pedro Pascal was cast in, but couldn't do because Disney was like, "Hey, we got to film Fantastic Four."
Yeah.
Yeah,
that comes out.
Conflicts.
Yeah, on the 8th.
Josh Brolin
on Friday.
Instead. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, it comes out on the 8th. Yeah, been looking forward to that one because I like that director. Well, I found out he's just like he's one of the guys from The Whitest Kid You Know. That old sketch comedy show. Yeah. I found out that it's that guy. I thought that was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And all he's done is obviously I'm sure they all did a lot of like writing and directing and stuff for their sketches on Whitest Kid You Know. I'm sure the whole group of them did that.
Yeah.
And he has the director's credit for the like movie that The Whitest Kid You Know made that wasn't actually like a Whitest Kid You Know. It wasn't associated with that brand, but it was just like all of the actors for Whitest Kid You Know making I think it's like a teen sex comedy. I don't even remember the name of it. Some dumb shit. That's it. And then they didn't really do anything for like 10 years. Then he made Barbarian for some reason.
Wow.
And
interesting.
Yeah, and it's great. One of my favorite horror movies ever. I thought it was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
got Justin Long. Got fucking Bill Skarsgård.
Barbarian is a really good horror movie.
So yeah, hopefully Weapons lives up to that.
I also want to see that one with James Franco and Alison Brie together.
What is it?
Together?
Yeah, but I know you want to see them together, but what's it called?
Yeah, obviously they're together on the movie. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, James Franco and Alison Brie together on Together.
Yeah, Together at Last. Was that the movie where they get like sewn together or whatever? Or they start like growing together?
They start like fusing together or something? I don't know.
I vaguely remember a trailer for this. Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, they go to like some weird creepy resort town or something. It starts happening. Are they like on vacation? I don't know. I saw the
looks
trailer.
like the synopsis is like they're like a couple that's struggling, and they go on like a little vacation thing.
Okay, yeah.
And body horror thing ensues.
Yeah. Yep. That's sufficiently creepy.
I wouldn't mind merging bodies with either of those people.
Yeah. It seems like some horror movie based on like relationship.
Yeah.
Horrors.
Mm-hmm.
But it looked pretty good.
Yeah, it looks interesting. Okay, cool. Well, guess we shall leave it there. Thank you everyone for joining in today. As always, it was lovely to have you. You can always catch us here on the YouTube, the Twitch, or over on our website, classicgamerbrain.com. We stream pretty much every day, the video game stuff, and of course the podcast, which is usually on Saturdays at 9 a.m. but lately has been on Sundays at 9 a.m. But that's life, and we'll get back to that original schedule maybe this week. I think probably this week, right? I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess we'll see what other bullshit comes up. So,
Yeah,
you know.
there was just a lot to do yesterday.
Yeah, there was. Yeah. Busy times. So yeah. Thank you again, everyone. We love you all very much. Thank you, Two Littles.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you, Coffee.
Yes.
I love you both very much.
We loved it.
Oh.
Thank you, Frankie, just for being you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's it. See you guys next time. Love you. Bye.
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 Nothing. You know, nothing. Just every time you're always yapping at the end, going off about some bullshit. And this time you're just like,
People want to enjoy the music. Will you be quiet for once?
God damn it.
They want people to talk over the closing credits. It's part of the movie.
So annoying.
Appreciation for the people who worked on this.